Agnes of Rome, a name whispered with reverence, a life celebrated for centuries. She stands as a beacon of faith, courage, and purity, her story echoing through the ages, inspiring millions to embrace the path of righteousness. Born in Rome in the 3rd century, Agnes's life was tragically short-lived, yet her impact on Christianity remains profound. This essay delves into the inspiring story of St. Agnes, a young girl who defied an empire and found solace in her unwavering faith. Agnes's story is not just a historical account. It is a testament to the enduring power of faith. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, even when confronted with unimaginable cruelty, the human spirit, bolstered by faith, can triumph. Her story is a beacon of hope, a testament to the unwavering strength found in faith and conviction. Agnes's unwavering faith was evident from a young age. Despite her family's wealth and status, she remained grounded, her heart set on serving a higher purpose. Her devotion to God was absolute, her spirit untouched by the allure of material possessions or worldly pleasures. Even as a young girl, Agnes understood the depth of her faith. She embraced the teachings of Christianity with an unwavering passion that belied her tender years. Her life, though tragically cut short, serves as a shining example of unwavering devotion and courage in the face of adversity. Agnes was blessed to be born into a Christian family, her parents nurturing her faith from her earliest days. Their home was a sanctuary of Christian teachings, a place where faith flourished amidst the turmoil of a world grappling with the rise of a new religion. It was within the walls of her home that Agnes's deep and unwavering faith was kindled, nurtured by her parents' own devout beliefs. Her parents, both devout Christians, instilled in her a deep love for God and a profound understanding of the tenets of their faith. Their teachings resonated deeply with the young Agnes, shaping her worldview and igniting within her a passion for her faith that would define her life. Agnes's world was one where Christianity was not merely a religion but a way of life. Her days were filled with prayers, hymns, and stories from the scriptures. These early experiences solidified her faith, making it an inseparable part of her being. It was within this nurturing environment that Agnes's commitment to her faith blossomed. Surrounded by a loving family who shared her beliefs, Agnes grew up immersed in the teachings of Christianity. Little did she know that her faith would soon be tested in the most unimaginable ways. Yet, it was this foundation of faith that would provide her with the strength and resolve to face the trials that lay ahead. As Agnes blossomed into a beautiful young woman, her beauty became as striking as her piety. Suitors, captivated by her charm and grace, lined up at her doorstep, eager to win her hand in marriage. Yet Agnes remained indifferent to their advances. Her heart belonged to God, her devotion absolute. At a tender age, she made a solemn vow to God, dedicating her life to Christ and embracing a life of chastity. This decision, born out of her profound love for God, set her apart from her peers, marking the beginning of her extraordinary journey of faith. Her vow was not a rejection of love, but a testament to her unwavering devotion to a higher calling. Agnes's decision to dedicate herself to God was not met with universal approval. Some saw it as an act of rebellion, a rejection of societal norms. Others questioned her sanity, suggesting that her youthful idealism would fade with time. But Agnes remained steadfast in her commitment. Her heart was set on a different kind of love, a love that transcended the earthly realm, a love that promised eternal bliss. It was this love, this unwavering devotion to Christ, that gave her the strength to resist the temptations of the world and embrace a life of unparalleled piety. Her story is a testament to the power of faith to inspire and transform. Among her many suitors was Procop, the son of the city's prefect. Smitten by Agnes's beauty and piety, Procop was determined to make her his bride. He showered her with lavish gifts, each more extravagant than the last, hoping to win her affection. But Agnes remained unmoved. Her heart was not for sale, her love for God unwavering. Procop's persistence only solidified Agnes's resolve. Each refusal, though delivered with grace and humility, was a testament to her unwavering faith. She gently rebuffed his advances, explaining that her heart already belonged to another. Her refusal, though spoken with kindness, was unwavering. Procop, blinded by his desire, refused to accept Agnes's rejection. He saw her devotion to her faith as a challenge, her piety as an obstacle to be overcome. He vowed to break her resolve, to bend her to his will. His persistence, however, would be his undoing. Blinded by rage and consumed by his wounded pride, Procop devised a plan to force Agnes to renounce her faith. He knew that Agnes was a devout Christian, and he believed that by threatening her faith, he could finally break her spirit and claim her as his own. Little did he realize the strength of her conviction. Enraged by Agnes's continued rejection, Procop saw her faith as the obstacle to his desires. He decided to use it against her, setting in motion a chain of events that would test the very limits of her faith. Knowing her deep devotion to Christianity, he devised a wicked plan. He would force her to choose between her faith and her life. Procop, exploiting his father's influence, accused Agnes of being a Christian. This was a grave accusation in an era when Christianity was still a fledgling religion, often facing persecution from the Roman authorities. Christians were seen as a threat to the established order, their beliefs deemed dangerous and subversive. Agnes was arrested and brought before the prefect, her faith put on trial. The prefect, eager to please his son and appease the growing sentiment against Christians, ordered Agnes to renounce her faith and offer sacrifices to the Roman gods. Refusal, he warned, would have dire consequences. Agnes, however, stood firm, her faith unwavering. She refused to betray her beliefs, even when threatened with imprisonment, torture, or even death. Even the threat of death did not sway her. She knew that her life was in God's hands, and she was prepared to face any consequence for her faith. Her courage, her unwavering faith in the face of such adversity is what truly sets her apart. The prefect, accustomed to obedience and intimidated by Agnes's unwavering spirit, found himself in a predicament. He had underestimated the strength of her faith, her quiet defiance unsettling. He was torn between his desire to appease his son and his reluctance to condemn a young girl who seemed so devout, so utterly convinced of her beliefs. He initially tried to reason with Agnes, appealing to her youth and promising her leniency if she would only comply. He offered her a way out, suggesting she could practice her faith in secret, hidden from the prying eyes of the authorities. Agnes, however, remained resolute. She would not deny her God, not even to save herself. Frustrated by her defiance, the prefect decided to make an example of Agnes. He condemned her to death, hoping that her public execution would serve as a deterrent to other Christians and solidify his authority. He ordered her to be burned at the stake, a gruesome spectacle meant to instill fear and discourage others from embracing the Christian faith. This act of cruelty, however, would backfire. Agnes's death, far from extinguishing the flame of Christianity, would only serve to fan its embers, igniting a firestorm of faith that would sweep through the empire. Her story, passed down through generations, would serve as a powerful testament to the enduring strength of faith and the transformative power of martyrdom.